Okay, so if you log on to drive.google.com right here, and your login would be your first initial, last name, so like thasson at apps.earlymark.org. So it would look like this. I'll just use my address bar. So now let me do it right. If let me go ahead and log out of this real quick, so you can see the way it should look. It would look like this. This is my login. Yours will be a little different. You have to do it at apps.earlymark.org, like such. That's how all the teacher accounts are. Log in real quick here. The one thing I will mention to you, if I have not emailed you your credentials, your username, password, then you don't have an account yet. So if you're at Elila or the elementary school, you need to let me know if you want an account up to next year or so. Early Mark Middle School is all piloting it, so they're all created. I've created a couple for Elila, and I'm waiting to do some more there as well. So this is Drive, just a few things. This is all these things over here. This share is for Google Plus. That's just a status update type thing. Here's all your apps. The plus Tim is Google Plus. I'll talk about that some other time. And this is just some things where you could look at activity, thumbnail view. You could change some of your things here. You can see all your keyboard shortcuts. That's something really good to commit to memory as you get used to these things. So those types of things. The upload settings is a really good one too. You can I like to confirm settings before each upload, or you can set it to convert upload files to Google Docs format. So if you upload a Word doc, it's going to automatically change it to the Google Drive, the Google Docs version, so you don't take up space, because the Word files will take up space, and Word files you cannot edit in Drive, whereas the Google Docs you can. So over here you have the My Drive. This is all my things. You have Shared With Me. Now the Shared With Me, one thing I want to show you guys. There's something that I want, and I don't want it to be. I want it to be under the My Drive folder instead. I could look over here to, let's say, this one-to-one iPad thing here. I could drag this and put it over into My Drive. Now that will be here. It's still shared with me. It's still not mine. It's owned by Tim Hass, my personal account, but it's just a way to get a little bit more accessible. So starred, if I wanted to, I could star this, and then that shows it's a favorite, so it will be there. I'm going to unstar because I really don't want it there. You have your recent things, trash, more, all that stuff. So here you can upload a file or a folder. The folder upload will only happen if you have Chrome. So definitely start using Chrome with Google Apps for Education. You could do a file here. So if I wanted to, I can take that doc and I could upload it, and it'd say, do I want it? Since I have it confirmed, I could convert it to Google Doc, or I can convert PDF images to Google Docs. So anyways, I'm not going to upload that. I really don't want that on my drive. So over here you hit create. You could do the folders, and the folders are really cool because this one, EMS 2014-2015, I've shared with all the middle school. But if I wanted to share this with somebody, I could click that, go more, I could go to the share. And now I could choose who I want to see this. Right now it's private, only I get to see this. If I want to, I could say Laura Hassan can see it. I could choose, can Laura Hassan edit, or can she just view? If this was a singular document, you could also have them be able to have comment abilities. I could also go up here and I could change the permissions to any public on the web, anybody who has a link anywhere, just everybody in Early Mark School District, or only people at Early Mark School District that have that link. So that's very cool. I could be sharing this document with everybody, and this could be private. I could share this document with everything, and this one I could share with just one or two people. Very cool. So now if you go to the Create tab, you create the folders. I recommend creating a folder with your PLC where you store all of your stuff, sharing that with every member in your PLC. That way, and making sure your permissions are edit. That way everybody can edit within that folder and you guys all have it. I would then make sure that you do the trick where you grab it from the shared with me, drag it over the drive. That way when you log in, it's boom right there. So that's create folders. Right now, I'm not going to click it. I've actually got it up already. But if I could click this, it will open up the presentation. So I have already messed with this a little bit, and I shared it with my personal account, which you can see here. I've got it open. I've got Firefox right here, and the same thing open. So if I delete all this stuff right here, it will then also be deleted on my Chrome. So this is two different accounts I'm doing with. So if I say, should we learn about math today? Now this is my Chrome. If I go and it says all saved in Drive, you saw how quick that was. It's already here. So see this pink cursor? That's the Tim Hasson of my Google. That's my school one. And then if I come down here, if you take a look up here, all changes saved in Drive. So as soon as I edit, it says saving. As soon as I do that, so we should learn about number theory, and then a millisecond later it's saved. I do have very fast internet at home, so that might be part of the reason why. Over here, these are comments, so I could please rename this, and then I responded, okay, will do. Oops, I forgot, let me do it again. So you see this is yellow, that's what it's talking about, so I could go and change it to math lessons. You can resolve it and it goes away. You could also use this chat bar down here. The chat bar kind of tucks away. It kind of went out of my screen. Let me raise that just a touch. So you can see it down there. You get comments, see all the comments down here. You could open up the chat bar and chat with everybody. The chat only works with people who are on at the same time as you. The comments will remain. So if I make a comment, it'll stay there until it's resolved. And I believe even if it's resolved, it stays there. So that's pretty cool. Let me go back to my Chrome one. So Chrome is what I definitely recommend you use. You can see where my personal account is here. You can see it here. So this is, if I was teaching a math lesson, I'd drop like a Spider-Man picture of there. It would be silly because I knew that they're there as well. But very cool stuff here. You could go share. So that brings up your sharing permissions here. You could also go file open. You can email the collaborators. So if you do that, it'll email everybody who you've shared this with. Or you could email as an attachment. So let's say Mr. Nystrom, Mrs. Arjona, or Mr. Gomez wanted a copy of this. I can email as an attachment. I can choose PDF, PowerPoint, plain text, and then put in their email address and hit send. And I could even send a copy to myself. It'll actually attach it as that file type. Very cool stuff. You go file download as, and you get a couple more options there. Very cool stuff. You can do presenter mode where you get to see your notes on screen, and you're displaying on a second monitor the presentation. So I don't really want to bog too much more down with this now, but that's the general overview of how I do this. Let me go ahead and real quickly go to 7th grade math PLC. So right here, this is the 7th grade math PLC. You can see everybody we've shared it with, a bunch of people. And if I go down here to all things Common Core, and I could go to PowerPoints, so you'll see that ours is pretty decent here. So if you look at here, I created a template where every day we started with number talks, and I could just Control D this, or with a Mac Command D it, and duplicate these slides. And if you scroll through, we all have the writing concept, the writing prompts, everything, reviews. You got the examples. We try to do tape diagrams, and that's we played with the formatting of this a lot, but you could see how we built this. And if I go to my revision history up here, this one apparently was all done by me, but a lot of times, most of these you'll see Samoyes and this person. See over here, it says everything in here was done by Mr. Haston. So go Mr. Haston on that one, I guess. Let me see if I could just find one different one. This all looks like it's been by me, but let me go to a different trimester. Trimester 3, I know. Trimester 2. I'll get it sooner or later. So here, if I look at my revision history, Oh, you know what? I know what happened here. This one I actually did something a little different. I downloaded it to my computer and uploaded it again. So that doesn't work. Let me. Okay, this is the one I want. I'll try to be brief here because that looked like I did everything and I didn't. That didn't make sense to me at all. So there we go. So you see, this one shows Mr. Flores last modified, and you see the dates are more accurate. So if I go here, it says that the last edit was made on February 4th by Arlene Samoy. So if I click on it, here's a good one. You can see a lot of us edited this one up. And it's pretty much all at the same time. We all worked on it together. Whether we're in the same room or not, doesn't matter. It works. It works. And then if you wanted to, like I said, you could download it. You could just do it live off the internet. Highly recommend it. Great program. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.